Taurus, welcome to your reading going from the Equinox of the 21st of March through to the 21st of June. This is a 3-month reading. You know how it goes. Let's just go straight in here with you. Two of Cups. So, yeah, this is going through your birthday season. So, this is the first month. This is the month before. I think it's the realization, the overall energy is feeling at complete and utter oneness with oneself. I think that's what the overall energy is for the March. Learning not to sort of take knockbacks as a personal sort of situation, basically. That's what your karmic message is for this month, the month of March. Yeah, so, you know, keeping on the ball, keeping it clear in your mind where you're going, what you want and everything like that. And if you sort of, you know, it is a moment of reflection for you, the first month leading up to your birthday. That is a reflection on the spirit side, so it's on this sort of side as well. So you might be looking back in the past and sort of saying what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, and that sort of thing. And it seems like here that, you know, it's recognizing the things that cause you a bit of a pain, really, more than anything else. So then you just don't repeat them. Okay, learning your lesson. Ace of Swords. There is definitely things coming through for you, and I think this probably ties into the Two of Cups as well. It could be like a sudden moment within your relationships, like breakthrough moment within your relationships that are around you. That's what the universe is trying to encourage with you within the first sort of month. Activities. Doing things with other people. Being involved. Recognizing your quality work within the environment that is around you, or within your relationships that are around you. So this could be your family, your friends, your community. It also could be, you know, on a personal sort of level. I do actually think this Two of Cups is more about you than anything else. So here you've got like, this is where your guides are sort of recognizing here. This is where you're getting influence from your guides, and they're recognizing the fact that your work done in the past, this is like your past advice, basically. The good quality work that you've done in the past, going forward. It's a bit like the Akashic libraries, basically. And tying together the body, mind and soul, that's what sort of wants to jump out there. And that's what could be, you know, your future self is trying to encourage within you. So as you talk to yourself, as you go through the things, sort of looking at life as what's been happening over the past year, what's been happening over the past year, what was good, what was bad, and that sort of thing, what worked and what didn't work for you, basically, and just putting it all together within your mind's eye. That's what seems to be the main sort of policy here. So there is a good sort of reflection going on. This is your karmic path, and I think this is important to look at one's shadow side as well in life. This is how we fall in love with ourselves. So, you know, don't forget to look at that side. I think if you do look at that side honestly, I think the universe is going to recognize the good work that you've done over the past year. This is turning into a yearly reading for you, my words. But it is a lot about sort of like reflections and stuff like that. Yeah, moving on to your financial sort of side. The karmic message here is spread it. Start, you know, working it. Start that networking in a way, and getting involved passionately in what you do. And you've got to push the boat out here. You really do. You have to push out your emotions. You have to apply your emotions in what you're doing. And this month here could be a learning process of doing that. The universe is gonna help you out. No matter how you approach this situation, as long as you're in it to learn from it, then you get the universe helping you out, and you'll seem to sort of get passes with things with a greater ease. And it's learning how to put your emotions into your projects and your business. Yeah, it's starting to sort of. This is what your past advice for you is in a way. Where this is how your guides are interacting with you on a sort of coincidental sort of level within the world around you, and I think this this is talking about long-term plans as well. And there seems to be something, for me, more than anything else, you've already started. If you haven't started, then just get on and really start planting those seeds. This is all about networking as well. Learning about the longer cycle of your business or your job. Learning how to put yourself perfectly within your career path. Here is, I think it's longer term. We might pull a few cards on that just to sort of get a bit of a clarification. Let's do that straight away. Save messing around. Let's just see what they're talking about. Looking at things in a different way. So this is, as I say, you're in the last month before your birthday. It's a lot of analysing going on. There's a Page of Pentacles. It is what I said, basically. I think this is leading you on to, walking away from the old way of doing things and leading you on to what you should be doing. I think this is all to do keeping your eye on the goal, keeping your eye on your long-term plan at the moment. And I think it's going to need networking. I think it's going to need to be, you've got to put a bit of emotions into your projects or your business or your job and stuff like that. Strength card, look at that. You know, quelling those doubts and fears. That's the sort of encouragement. That's the sort of like the carrot and that's the stick in a way. If you might want to look at it like that. And this is how your sort of inner conversation is sort of like building you up and helping you to increase your sort of standing or your sort of position. And ready, and this is the overall outcome of it all of that month. And you're going to be going through a portal. So this is where we move into your birthday seasons. This is moving from one year to another. This is what's happening during this period here. And falling in love with yourself is really important. So that's the 21st of March going through to the 21st of April. That's when now we're moving. This is your first month of your birthday season, Taurus. And I think this is going to be changing from putting your emotions into the situation to actually acting, basically. On this side here, I think this is where the emotions are going to come out. So it's switching from the month of, the Aries season, from putting your emotions into your projects into, and physically sorting things out with your relationships in regards of, activities and taking your position and your role within your community, basically, and falling in love with who you are. I think this is going to be much more emotional, and this is going to be sort of much more sort of active, as it were. Let's see what the overall energy is here. Yeah, shooting. Dreams and aspirations. This is where the dreams and aspirations starts. This is where you've walked through. Let me just check. There's nothing come out. Those two cards, dreams and aspirations. And there's going to be lots of offers coming out for you. And it's going to be coming in really quickly, all of a sudden. And I think you're part of manifesting it. I think it's how you apply yourself in this month, in March to April, is going to really make your dreams, your aspirations, your goals very fertile and possible. So this is what I said about this relationship side. This is the second month, don't forget. This is going from the 21st of April through to the 21st of May. You've got to nurture your relationships, and this is where you're going to have to start putting your emotions in this month here. Let's just see how the universe is offering this up. Two of Pentacles. With this sort of Four of Pentacles. Sorry, I do apologise. I just realised that. Sorry. Four of Pentacles. So, it's sometimes you could be holding on to things a little bit too tightly. Five of Swords. Maybe getting involved in situations, biting on things that don't really go your way, as it were. I think the universe wants to sort of like allow you to let go of certain things. There is a degree that is to be said to be this recognition of the good work that you're doing is almost holding on to, or spend your emotions wisely. That's that Four of Pentacles. Having a laugh, isn't it? It's just having a laugh. Ha. Having a right old giraffe, as they would say in London. So, yeah, I think you might need to. There needs to be a bit of authority in here within the relationships. You're nurturing something, and I would be wise about how you spend your money, basically. Spend your emotions. I think that's what the universe is sort of doing it. You should recognize that good work that you've done in your life and in the position that you're taking. And that almost, that position there, the reason it's a good position is because, you're wise with how you put your emotions out there, basically. That's what it's got to be like. We've got the Six of Pentacles here. It's a fair exchange. This is, look, we got the 7 going to the 6. This is what your sort of guides are sort of influencing you from the past, and they're sort of saying he's giving his money to one side, this side here, right, and that side there is he's judging the situation. You got the 3 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles, which is like a recognition. That is like it's almost like that person there is the 3 of Pentacles, and he's giving 2 pentacles to one and 1 pentacle to the other. He's also keeping 3 for himself. So this is that whole sort of thing here, and I think it ties in here. Just be, I don't want to say economical. And look, you've got the 8 of Pentacles there as well at the bottom of good quality work done. I would be, I'd be honest and basically respect that fair exchange. Put into the relationships, marry all those sort of sides in the first month, and in the second month, really start, being serious of how you put your emotions into your relationships that are around you. Nurture those relationships that are worth nurturing, that does have that fair exchange, and be almost, and this is how your guides are influencing the conversation in you, be a little bit obsessive about it. There's no soft corners here on this here. It's all about physical acts of love between two people or between groups of people, and it seems that sort of way more than anything else, more sort of groups than individuals. And I would be a little bit more sort of obsessive about it, and be very clear how the path that you wish to take. Allow your dreams and aspirations be your guide, I think, of how you invest your emotions into the relationships around you. See what's going on this side. I did say something about networking, didn't I? I think I did, yeah. So this is now, you've put your emotions in March, in the situation, and now is the time to enjoy that progression, enjoy that connection that you will have with the people around you in regards to your business, your job, your projects within your life. It's enjoying those connections, enjoying your work. Basically, you've put it out there. Now you've got to this month here. You've got to learn how to enjoy your work. So the Hangman, seeing things differently. Do you remember? I think that clarified that card there with the Hangman. And it's universe is sort of saying, now you're enjoying things, or you're within your flow. Now look at, the universe is going to throw things your way within your business and your job and stuff like that, where you're going to learn a lot about your material world that is within you, that you're living. And as you do, the universe is going to say to you, look at things in a different way. This seems like there's an opportunity being sized up here in a way, in your birthday season, in the season of Taurus, a real opportunity that's being sized up. And we got the Ace of Swords that's now flipped from that side to this. So yeah, I think this is an opportunity. This is what's coming in from the past through and with the 10 of Cups, it's just pure happiness. I think it's something that you've set up in the past that is now really, maybe you've got to expand it even more. And it is that whole idea of looking at things differently. So trying out things and seeing how it sort of lays with you. And you're going to notice there's going to be a lot of victories according to what you've been trying to set up. Temperance and the Strength card. So this is keep your cool, basically. This is all going on under the surface here. And once we get to the surface here, we're getting, this is more towards the surface, the conversation that we have within us. It's much more sort of keep your cards close to your chest when it regards to your money affairs, basically. And this could be your business, your projects, or your job, or whatever you're doing, your workspace, basically. Okay, let's just see what the outcome is. 10 of cups. No, 9 of cups, sorry. So, yeah, I think this is going to breed by the end of your birthday season. You're getting into your flow. You're starting to look for your heart's desires. All of a sudden, between the 21st of April and the 21st of June, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to come to the surface that I think you've been manifesting, actually. Opportunities, possibilities, and they all seem to be quite enjoyable. I do think you need some sort of structure on your relationship side of what you put your time and effort into. And that's what that nurturing card's all about. And when you start nurturing it, that's what you're going to get out of it. So let's just see what's going on for you in June, shall we? Knight of Cups. That came out with the Chariot card earlier on, didn't it? So yeah, offerings, and these are these possibilities coming through. And all of a sudden, I think between May and June, this is where you're going to get offerings coming into your life. And I think on both sides, actually, funnily enough, it's a very good even keel. What's going on? Let's see what's going on your relationship side. So we got the Queen of Wands here, paying attention to the here and now, being passionate about these connections that you've been cultivating with your relationships that are around you, and enjoying each one as you go forward, as you go through life. Enjoying the passionate sort of exchange with other people in a really, really nice way. And we got the Ace of Pentacles, which is flowing back out through on that. You've had also 2 aces on this. The universe is really trying to get you bump started on various sort of types of relationship. This could well be moving in with someone. This could be even proposition of marriage or stuff like that. But it's working to a longer term plan. There seems to be a commitment. That's what I'm looking at. A commitment that's coming through for you. Queen of Swords. This is so you got 2 queens and an ace already in that first month. In that month of May to June. Queen of Swords, having the environment at your back, basically, that's pushing you forward, that's encouraging you to move forward. And the direction she's got this clear vision of where she wants to go, and it's according to what she's been lived in the past. And she's very assured about herself in this sort of direction that she wants to take. So for you, I think this is a real sort of, it could well be for some of you some, I think there's commitments going on, and it does seem to be on several layers. So we're talking as much as the connection between you and one other person, but also a connection between you and your family, your friends, the people that live around you. Because you're giving that clear direction, I think. And that's what your guides are trying to sort of bring into your life. And the universe is definitely sort of like backing you up and sort of saying, it's now time to act. Spring is here, plant those seeds. Let's just see what the conversation is up there a wheel of fortune, a change of fortune. Yeah, I still think this is sort of commitment connections. And as you do commit to things, I think you're going to feel a lot more at ease and at one with yourself. And this could be these opportunities that are being offered out to you in general, as you're in the moment and learning to be in that moment in those relationships that you're with. And as you do that, all of a sudden, you're connecting with your guides in a very clear sort of vision way and having a very clear understanding or interconnection with the outside world. And as you do, within you, you're going to realize that there's a lot of possibilities for you. And it's going to open a lot of doors and make you have a much more engaged relationship with the people that you really want to have an engaged relationship with. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. Right, we've got the Knight of Pentacles starting on that long-term plans. This is where you've got these two aces coming through here. This is the mad thing as well. I've just noticed this. This side here, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Over here, you've got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. It's just mind-blowing. So this is talking about the long-term plans, and this is what, you know, your guides are really starting to be put onto you. Temperance is also a card which I didn't mention earlier on. Is about, it is about patience, but it's a case of being patient to pass over to, and then to act on that patience. And I think this is what's happening at the moment between May and June, basically, for you. Strength card is coming in from up here. The universe is bringing you strength to trust in yourself. There was a little bit of a gamble as well, I think, here. There's a little bit of float in your boat sort of thing. It's a case of, it's a bit of a gamble for you that you might feel as it is a bit of a gamble. I think it's a well-calculated gamble, and you've just got to believe in what you're doing. That's what the universe is telling you to do. Believe in what you're doing. Okay, Eight of Swords. So, Eight of Swords is a card about being emotionally stuck, basically. Mentally and emotionally stuck. Have faith in what you're doing. It may not be coming on as quickly as you think in that month. And you've got to understand, if you're doing this project, if you're doing this career path, it's not just a 2-week stint. It's not a 6-month stint. It's a long-term plan. I think they're asking you to live your life. Live the best example of who you are. And your guides here are sort of saying, these are the path to follow. There's no going back. They're almost acting, the guides are almost acting and sort of kind of going, you're stuck in the future. You've stuck in that new paradigm. You've got to believe in yourself. And they're really encouraging you to believe in yourself here. The Hermit, the expression of your vision of what you've learned to get to where you are. So on your journey of your job or your business or your project, you seem to understood this new path that you're leading on this year, coming in this year. You've got to understand in the first month, in the month of Gemini, you've got to understand that it's the long-term goals. Quell those, and the universe is sort of saying, stick to your plan. Quell those doubts within you. Your guides here was also playing tag team with the universe. They're sort of saying, you're not going backwards, you're only going forwards. And this up here is this conversation in you where you're coaxing yourself forward. And I think I think you've got to learn to encourage yourself. The Hermit is also, it's like you've been examining this within you over the past sort of like 3-4 months maybe, and now's the time to express it. Now's the time to come out of that out of that cocoon, as it were, and literally move forward and live it as you see fit. And I think that is going to be your strength. Your strength in your material world is living your truth, or not your truth, because your truth doesn't exist. Living your life. Let's put it that way. 5 of Pentacles. I think it's good. I think it's a difficult path that you're gonna lead, and it's almost like this could mean money loss, right? In general, this could mean money loss, but at the same time, it could be a case as well is that you're starting to look to invest in your own life, which is going to set you aside from everybody else. And that's when you sort of kind of, if you imagine you could go and work for someone and you get paid X, let's say $45,000, $50,000, right? Nice job and everything like that. Or you could go and work for yourself. It means that you're going to choose if you choose to work for yourself, then you're going to realize that at the beginning you may not make huge amounts of money, but as you go forward, that's when over the long term, that's what's going to come back to you. If you're into the career move and you're into your career path, it's not a case of just going into a job thinking you're going to be the director straight away. You've got to do the work in order to get there, and this is accepting to do that hard work. I think let's just see if there's any sort of so we got the Hangman, which came out here earlier on, looking at things in a different way, and I think you may feel that you're sort of shut out from the outside world. Page of Pentacles coming back again after it's already come up twice. This is the 3rd time it's come up. It's starting that road. You're starting, if you want to start a business, this is the year for you to do that. If you do want to start a career path, this is the year you really want to be doing that, and planning. That's, planning your future, engaging in your future. Realize that you have the world at your feet, Taurus. And that's what's going to flow through. Ultimate success. Be interesting to see what happens after that in April and stuff like that. Let's just, talking about that, let's just take a sort of like a little glimpse through the keyhole for the next 3 months after that. Okay, so we've got healing. I think this is the case where you realize is now that you're getting into that hard work and you're getting the results, which is making you feel a little bit more relaxed about yourself and about your life in a way. I think this change of fortunes as well is also going to breed into within your relationship side, feeling a lot more secure about things. And that's where you're going to find your sort of home, or you're going to be at one with yourself in a way. The following month after that, you got the 6 of Cups. So maybe it could be with this new found ease with yourself. It may be a case that you'll be, reconnecting with people of the past, and allowing things, maybe even on that sort of side there, financial side, allowing projects to come to the fore, as it were. And then we get back to the Lovers card. So we've had the Lovers. Did we have the Lovers up there? No, we didn't. Sorry. We've got the 2 of Cups there. The breakthrough moment, I think, for you is going to be that month there, going into the autumn period, basically. Going from summer into the autumn period, around about sort of September time. I think this is where it all sort of comes together for you, Taurus. There you go. Thank you very much for being with us, subscribing, and all of that malarkey, liking this video, commenting. It's only left for me to say, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.